Hello again, you're listening to great work about finding serenity and success doing work that matters to you and to the world, with me, Adam Sandel. Introverts and extroverts at work. I'm looking for your help with this one for a future article and for the book I'm writing about all this. How does being an introvert or an extrovert affect your working life? For many people's work well-being, this is big. I'd love to hear your own experience, what this has been like for you in your work. Remember, the introvert-extrovert axis isn't about whether you like people, whether you have social skills, whether you're shy, or whether you're comfortable on a stage. There are plenty of introverted stand-up comedians and socially awkward extroverts. It's about whether you're more at home in larger groups or in one-on-one conversations, whether you prefer noise or quiet, whether things going on around you stimulate you or distract you from your own thoughts. And of course, it's not binary, it's a spectrum. Paradoxically, a lot of work involving people seems to attract those toward the introvert end of the spectrum. As an introvert GP, I like the depth of connection I can make with one patient at a time, but a day of many of those leaves me exhausted. Introverted teachers have told me about counterbalancing the meaningfulness of relationships with individual students against the strain of performance in a crowd and the need to retreat to somewhere quiet from time to time. There are challenges for extroverts at work too. You may feel lonely or understimulated in a team of more reserved colleagues. You may struggle with deep, solitary, reflective work. Different approaches can create friction. One person's confidence may be overbearing to another, and you may need more validation from others. Lots has been said about the challenges of being an introvert when life often seems to value extroversion. Many of the most important institutions of contemporary life are designed for those who enjoy group projects and high levels of stimulation, wrote Susan Cain in her book Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. But some things are harder for extroverts. So would you take a moment to help me develop something more useful about all of this? Would you let me know how your introversion or extroversion affects your working life? You can email me at adam@adamsandel.com. That's adam@adamsandell.com. Or if you get this by email, just reply to that email. It'll come straight to me. And if you're listening on Substack, you can comment there. Thank you so much. A couple of shorter things now. Email notifications. Having notifications switched on for emails on your computer, your phone, or on any other device is, to use a lovely British word, daft. The mental costs of task switching and distraction are huge. In the email version of this, I include some references, but the best is a wonderful, underappreciated little book by Dave Crenshaw called The Myth of Multitasking: How Doing It All Gets Nothing Done. If you're so important that you truly need real-time awareness of arriving emails, you probably already have a team of secretaries and support staff managing your inbox. People worry that something awful will happen if they miss an urgent email. It almost certainly won't, and you perpetuate the problem by training colleagues that you're available by email within minutes or seconds. Urgent doesn't mean important, and few things are truly urgent. This is so easy. Just switch off email notifications, and your life and your work will immediately improve. For more on taming your screen and internet use, have a listen to or a read of a previous one of these called Budget and Schedule Your Internet Time. The imposter phenomenon. One of my earliest and most popular articles was on the imposter phenomenon, or imposter syndrome, and what to do about it. That was before I'd started recording these audio versions. Because of its popularity, I've now done just that, so if you'd like me to talk to you about getting past the imposter syndrome, there's a podcast version now as well as a written article. You should be able to find that podcast version wherever you found this. That's it for this time. If you're getting this via a podcast app or on YouTube, do sign up for the email list at www.adamsandel.com. That way, you'll get the podcasts emailed to you every couple of weeks, embedded in an email you can read if you prefer. Sometimes there's a little more in the emails too, including links. Don't forget to let me know your experience of being an introvert or an extrovert at work. I would love to hear from you about that. And if you know anyone else you think might find these emails or podcasts useful, I'd love it if you were to share this and let them know how to sign up. It keeps me going with this little project. Thank you so much for listening.